Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Dominion Online. I decided I'm just going to play the rest of my games at level 10 here. So let's just review what the new mechanics are. The new mechanics at 8, I'm familiar with the mechanics. I just need to get familiar with the cards. And I think the same is true mostly with all of the new stuff, right? It's like, yes, extra piles I'm very familiar with. Hermit and Madman have had for years, and spoils and stuff like that. Split piles are relatively new to me. I've played a few games with them, but I would like some more practice. But again, the mechanic itself is not that complicated. Artifacts? I think I played one game with artifacts when I was playing with Tonak. We had the Swashbuckler, right? Which has treasure chest or something. I don't know the artifacts or what give them to you very well. But the mechanic doesn't look that complicated, right? None of these mechanics are themselves gonna get me to like pull my hair out and be like, oh my god, I don't understand how to play these cards, right? It's just that there's so many new cards that use these mechanics, and I want to get exposed to them so I can learn how they work. Unusual costs. I played a game with Animal Fair, maybe two. I think there might have been one in my game with Tonehack, in one of my games with Tonehack, and then there's also one somewhat recently when I accidentally put myself at level 10. Overpay, I remember from guilds, no problem. Command, hello words. Band of Misfits used to be a huge rules nightmare. Every time a new set came out after Band of Misfits, he had to like adjust the rulings again. And even when there weren't new sets, someone would notice a ruling problem with like the existing cards and be like, okay, great, now I have to figure out how this works. So my understanding is the new command mechanic fixes problems like lets you print cards like this in a way where there aren't as many rules problems. So Band of Misfits doesn't do the same thing I remember it doing in the past, but of course it's most of the time it's like, play another card, no problem. But there's weird things like, what if you play a duration card? Okay, Band of Misfits, the command card stays out for as long as the duration card would stay out, I think. But if you like Throne Band of Misfits as a duration card, I think the Band of Misfits stays out to remind you have a duration card. The Throne Room doesn't stay out because the Throne Room didn't play a duration card. But you still play the get the duration card's effect twice when it goes off, because you really did play the card twice. You don't have a reminder that you played it twice. You only have a reminder you played it once. So it's still confusing, but at least there's, I guess, no new rules problems cropping up. So I wouldn't mind being reminded how this shit works. Does this tell me anything? Band of Misfits lets you play. Yeah. Cards like Band of Misfits stay out as long as cards they played would have. So if it plays Fishing Village, it stays out till next turn. But I think if you throw in the Band of Misfits, the throne doesn't stay out. Captain. Oh, this is a promo card, huh? What was this promoting? Beats me. Okay. Potions, or the like unique mechanic from Alchemy, one of the earlier expansions, mini expansion, the smallest expansion, I think. Only 10 cards. 10 kingdom cards, I think. It had potion in it as well. So cards can cost potions. Debt, I believe, was first printed in Empires. I have a very small amount of experience with it. You can pay... This costs like sort of $8, but you don't have to have it all up front. You can buy the card for $0, but you accrue, let's say, 8 debt. At any time during your buy phase, you can spend coins to pay down debt, but you can't buy anything else as long as you have debt. So like you get this for 8, but you don't have to have the 8 right away. And I guess donate is like the big trasher, right? Start your next turn, put your deck and discard pile all into your hand, trash as much as you want, and then shuffle again, and draw 5. So this is like an $8 debt card to just completely wipe anything you want from your deck. Seems probably good? I don't know. And the mechanic that I most want to get the hang of is Ways, because I feel like this really introduces a lot of complexity to how you play a kingdom. Right? Because, like overpay. It affects one card. You can choose to buy a very expensive masterpiece and you get a bunch of silvers. If you don't buy masterpieces, it doesn't really affect you. You can look at the board and say, do I want masterpiece? No. And then you just don't have to worry about it anymore. You can be wrong, but like that's a decision you can make in isolation. Likewise, debt. You can decide not to buy any debt cards if you want. With ways, though, when there's a way in play, it seems like it makes huge changes to how every card works. If, for example, Way of the Sheep is the way that's available in the game, I don't think they ever have two ways available on Dominion Online. Every card, every action that you play, you can either play it the normal way or play it as the way. So you could, if you have Smithy and you're like, well, I don't really need cards anymore, I'll just play Smithy as a sheep and get 2 coins. Or you can play Way of the Turtle to set a card aside instead of playing it now, and you get to play it next turn. And I guess this is like a potential Megaturn enabler, right? Let's say you have a, bridge in the kingdom, but no villages. You want to play a bridge Megaturn, but it's just impossible to play a bridge every turn, more than one bridge per turn. I don't know if it's a good strategy, but in principle, a thing you could do would be play a bridge as your action on a turn, but play it as turtle, setting it aside to be played in the future. Well, you might say that only lets you get 2 bridges, doesn't it? No, because when you play it next turn, you can still choose to play it as a turtle again. And so every turn you can set aside more and more bridges until you get a bunch in play, then play them all as bridges. So, the point is these ways seem like they make a huge difference to how you play stuff, If you have, Way of the Ox, I think, is a way that's like +2 actions. So Smithy is itself a draw engine now, right? It doesn't need a village necessarily. You can play Smithy and then Smithy as Ox and then Smithy as Smithy, and you've played 2 cards but drawn 3, so you come out ahead, right? So I would love to get more practice with ways because I think they're really going to warp how you buy things, what things you want to buy, and also how you play your turns. So we're going to play level 10, unless something really traumatic happens, I guess. Then I might go back to 8. Against M-Stang 107. All right, City Quarter, a debt card. Okay, it likes actions. It's a village that can draw. Cavalry. When you play it, you get 2 horses. When you gain it... Okay, so it's a kind of villa-like effect that gives you cards and buys instead of actions and coins. Hostelry discards treasures to gain horses. Okay, that's all the new cards. Scouting Party... $2 to improve your next hand. Sewers, we know. Okay. What are we doing here? Oh, you guys don't know Cultist, but I do. Hostelry and Cavalry are both villages. Not Cavalry, City Quarter. There's trash, there's buy, there's draw, there's attacks. This seems like incredible, right? For $2, I mean, I guess I could start on a City Quarter. It's really bad early. And I think I should start with Cultists on my 2, and that makes this maybe kind of bad. Sorry, on my 5. I want to buy a Cultist on 5, right? So I guess I'll Scouting Party? No, because then I just won't get my coppers. All right. Yeah, Salvager's Sewers is very strong. I wish I could open that. I mean, I think I need to buy a Salvager. I mean, you can try Cultist Money, but it really ought to lose to Salvager Sewers. I'm just going to, try to do the same thing my opponent is doing, because it's what I wanted to do. I have a Cultist, which is kind of nice. Alright, yeah, and Sewers is good. guess I'll buy nothing. Missed all my estates with this dang salvager. Innkeeper, huh? Interesting. I think I do need some money, so let's take a silver. Missed all my estates again with salvager. This is really... I feel like this is terrible draws. I could buy the city quarter. I don't think it's that good, but it might not be horrible. I don't really need the scouting party right now. This has got to be bad, right? I don't know. I'm not doing anything with my money right now anyway. Hang on. Did it not pay my debt? Okay, I guess I don't know how auto-buy works with debt. I could undo, but I'm going to lose this game anyway. I'm not too worried about it. I guess, okay, I see. You have to play treasures before you can buy stuff. I didn't incur the debt till I bought stuff, so it was illegal to pay my debt. I should have paid treasures. I thought auto-buy would do that for me, but it didn't, and that seems reasonable, actually. Well, this is a lost city. That's cool. But I think I'm getting clobbered. I mean, I thought that a while ago. I still think it. I could play this. I think I want to trash it, though, right? Opponent's paying down a second city quarter. Great. Fine. Lovely. I mean, what do I have going for me? Nothing, right? I'm out of here. Rematch? Okay. We have shelters I saw. Okay, Puka's that one with the cursed gold. Relic. Okay, it's a silver that attacks, but not very well. Alchemist, a potion card, okay. We have Advance, Way of the Seal. So, okay, actions can be royal seals. 5 favors. How do we get favors? Contract. Okay. Ah. Yes, thank you for reminding me I can play this as seal. That's much better than playing it as nothing. Oh, I guess I could have advanced it. That doesn't seem very good. Maybe it does. I don't know. Topping a bounty hunter seems insane, right? Although you can't... Oh yeah, you can exile stuff. You can exile your shelters. Oh my god, this is so much money. So... I certainly don't want to play that as seal, so let's exile this. I don't think I have to take the gold because I just want take the curse because I just want a bounty hunter, right? Did I say bounty hunter? I meant junk dealer. I haven't even thought about what this deck is doing. I noticed there are no villages, which is sort of important. Alchemist is the only non-terminal draw, right? Well, yeah. I mean, junk dealer does draw a card, but doesn't increase your hand size. In fact, it decreases it. I would rather like Alchemists, I think. What are the buys here? Is contract buys? No. In fact, nothing is buys, huh? No. Farmer's Market? That's your terminal? I mean, it's not great. But I mean, Alchemist is still good, right? We want to get a nice thin deck and then draw it. I could exile this Cursed Gold, actually. I don't really want to play this anytime soon. I think I will. Do I want a contract? I think I have enough trashing with Junk Dealer and Bounty Hunter, I think. So I want to add a little payload here. Contract and Relic both seem okay. I think I'll take the Relic. It pays off faster. I'm sure it's a bad card. Sure. Like on most boards, I've looked at Relic and been like, I do not want this pile of garbage. I feel like on this board, I kind of do want it. Because my payload is just going to be a small number of treasures, right? And it's early enough in the game that this is going to annoy the opponent, I hope. Where is my potion? I mean, it must be in this next hand, I guess. I still don't think I need another Junk Dealer. The hand is small. Deck is small enough. It would be kind of fun to have a contract. I don't know if it's actually good. I think actually a Farmer's Market might be better. It's time to start getting buys, isn't it? I don't think I want to top deck that. I could play this as Seal to top the Alchemist, but I'd rather just get rid of the Overgrown Village estate. I could get rid of a copper, I guess. Why would I do that? So that I could trash the Overgrown estate? Doesn't seem that important. Oh, they're -1 card token. I thought it was -1 coin. -1 card is pretty mean. I also could have just played this as Seal and exiled nothing, but let's just get bad cards out of the deck, shall we? I will top deck that one, and I'll top deck this one as well. Alchemist, if you have a potion in play, you can top deck the Alchemist at end of turn. Opponent has 2 contracts, which is a lot. I don't know if that's actually good. Doesn't seem so great. So take an Alchemist. And do I want a contract? I guess it's fine. What was I buying here? Just like besides silver, right? And this is silver with the benefit that eventually it draws you some cards. Also, it lets you set aside stuff to play next turn if you want. If there's some reason you don't want to play an action. All right, when you play it, you may. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we have the deck. I don't think exiling the copper is actually good. So what money do I have? Like a little from this. Well, I have like $6 including 2 buys. I think I want a little more, right? So let's just play this as Necropolis, this as Farmer's Village, Farmer's Market, and this as Royal Seal. Top the Alchemist. And I think throwing a gold in there seems fine. The deck is drawing itself pretty well. Sure. I was planning to get provinces soon. I feel like yours was maybe a little early. I don't think I need this junk dealer anymore. Sure, let's set that aside. It doesn't seem like there's any reason not to. It means I don't have to draw it. Province. And another Alchemist seems good. These 4-card hands must be murder. I don't think I need to play 2 terminals. I'll just seal this. Okay, this is the turn that I have... Wait, do I have to rebuy this yet? No. I could if I wanted, but it doesn't seem pressing. I think I could probably exile a copper now, huh? But I don't have to. Why do it? I'm drawing everything, every turn. Play this so that I can top it. Exile nothing, I think? Oh, exile province, of course. What am I thinking? No, do not top deck or discard from exile. I don't know that I need another Alchemist, really. I'm like just doing good shit. Give me another gold so I can double province? I know I didn't quite draw the deck, but I was close. It should be fine. And the one card I missed was an Alchemist. Or no. Yeah. Oh, this turn, right, we're not getting any money from Farmer's Market this turn, so that's another reason to have bought some more payload. How much money do I have? 4, 10, 11. Okay. I could add 3 and make it 14. That doesn't seem that good. I guess I could get up to 16 if I really had to by exiling, say, Potion. Playing one of these as Seal. I don't think that's very good. Okay, really, really nice to get those points. Am I up to 5 favors, by the way? No. Do I really need a farmer's market? I don't think I need to keep buying Alchemists. Maybe I just buy one last Alchemist now? Sure. I got the points, the buys, the money, and I don't really need any of those now. I'm just going to be perfectly happy with double province, or with single province. Opponent's never doubling, and if I just single every turn, I can't lose. I no longer even have 2 terminals, so I should seal. Oh! But when I set aside with contract, I don't get to play the contract. But okay, it saves me 2 cards worth of draw. That's probably a good enough trade. I didn't think about this being a duration card, but it is. I could do this all day. You really have to do more than buy Duchy and hope for me to choke, because I can't choke. I mean, in fairness, there's 2 more cards, junk cards in my deck than last turn, but I'm still completely getting there. Okay, so I play both of these as Seal now, right? Okay. GG. That was an interesting kingdom, I think. A good reintroduction to some of the more complex cards, and also an introduction to, like, Seal, right? It's the Royal Seal. Was this this was the game where I started 5-2? Is that correct? It's not, right? Right, I remember. I had a Necropolis and 3 coppers on turn 1, and I played the Necropolis as Seal to get me $4 to top deck the Bounty Hunter, maybe? And then use that to spike a junk dealer? Seems gross. Yeah, I think that's what happened. Yeah, very strong start. I think my opponent's 3-4 was a lot worse. Well, I also had a 3-4, but their Necropolis was in the wrong hand. Anyway, cool kingdom. Built a reliable deck. I think it would probably have been reasonable to try to build 2 double province in this kingdom. Um, but you you would have. I mean, I don't know. I guess you don't have to. The deck that I had could buy a province every turn for 100 turns in a row and never suffer any clogging, right? Um, and if I had kept buying market squares, nope, not market squares, farmers markets, then it could have accumulated a few more VP as well along the way. I think. Um, but you don't have to be able to do something till the end of time, right? So maybe if I'd built a slightly bigger deck capable of double province, you know, the deck is accumulating one more piece of junk than it's capable of sorting through every turn. But there won't be that many turns left once you double province. So maybe that's fine. Probably it's fine. Maybe it's better. Maybe it's worse. This seemed fine, though, since opponent was really struggling to do anything. I'm not sure what happened to them over there, honestly. They overinvested in contracts. Oh, I made mistakes with contracts. That's something I have to remember. It seemed like when I had an action I didn't want, of course, set it aside with contract. But that meant I wasn't building up favors, and I lost the $2 of payload that my contract could provide. So I don't think it was actually very good for me. I think every time I set aside Necropolis as Seal, I was probably hurting myself a little bit. The top decking never mattered. The coin, I don't think, ever mattered much. The draw, it meant there were two payload cards I didn't have to draw through, right? The Necropolis and the contract. But as we saw at the end, the deck was capable of drawing through them no problem. So I think at some point, once I had enough Alchemists, I'm not sure if that number, I think that number was 4. 4 Alchemists was all I really needed, and I just added the 5th because I was bad at counting. At that point, I really should have never been setting aside with contract. I feel kind of bad that the contract, I never got to spend those favors at all. Oh well. Poor planning. I think next turn I would have been able to, though, right? Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed these 2 games. I think we played one before this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.